Hello everybody and welcome back to some more Four Harms. My name is Captain Richie and we're here once again on the VintageCraft server. Hope everybody is doing well today. We've got a bit of a study going on here. So I decided to start moving stuff out from downstairs. So when Neuschwanstein Castle was getting built, the king, I think his name was Ludwig, King Ludwig something or other, he would oversee the castle getting built from a different place, but moved in essentially when it was almost done. We're almost done, so here we are. So we've moved up the enchanting setup to here. Like I said, we've got a little bit of a study, a chair, which we're probably going to swap out for something different. It was just there for the intro purposes. And on this side, we've covered up the bookshelves with a painting, which we're going to probably do a lot of in this building anyway. We do want to get a lot more paintings and custom artwork, like from Amber, and whoever seems to be making stuff in the shopping district. But yeah, I've done this little wall here to signify the study, which is pretty cool. There's other little bits that we need to do. That's basically like King's guard, King's main person who looks after him, who lives around the corner from the throne. But we'll look at the top floor here. There's a bit of an overhang, an ovary bit to look down at the throne if you want to from the next floor up, which is a thing. There's a dining room here next to the bedroom and the study. We got this as our bed at the moment. I'm trying to work out if I can get away with not having these posters attached to anything. Like if we did like a stone stair and then another stone stair, it wouldn't connect with it, and it'd be like a little bit of an indent. That might work. But we decided to go with stone bricks for the inside just to change it up from the diorite. But yeah, a few things to do. But the main thing is we're moving out from downstairs because it's about time, right? Because I want to turn downstairs into a sorting room. Now we've got all our stuff done there at the moment, but it's a bit of a mess. Like I've just come back from a resource gathering because I wanted to change it up a little bit, and of course I've got just rubbish, which is going to take ages to sort out. I mean, the sand not so much, but all this stuff and all this stuff, and this is like from the leftover from building stuff, like breeding the cats, making the roofs, etc., etc. And then so there's that one. We've got all this stuff from the advent calendar. There's more, which we'll go have a look at in a bit. But I want to do a proper sorting system, and it's based on Tango Tech's one. There will be a link in the description down below of how to build it, but I need to move some stuff out of here first. Hence why the bed's gone and the enchanter setup's gone. But you know, loads of other little bits down here need to move. I'll be honest with you, the farming stuff can probably go. All I've really been doing with this is grow it and throw it in the composter. You know, I don't really use. I mean, I eat jacket potatoes, but you know, I'm not really doing potions yet. We're using the hay really for. We've got full inventory again. The hay the wheat we're making for hay bales, which will be for the horsey bit. Which again, I need to move the horses as well. We need another temporary junk box, please. Any more in here? Yeah, more in here. Yeah, so it's going to be a bit of a tidy up and a bit of a sort out. So we don't need this here anymore. I'll keep that on just in case. Keep the food. But yeah, you know, I would love to be able to, like, do you remember on season 1 I had the shulker drop off and just throw shulkers or loose items into the system and it would unload it. So that's what I want to do. I want to have a shulker box unloader and then a sorting system around the sides. But I need to dig out a little bit because it's 7 or 8 high. I think it's 7 because it just about fits in with our floors. But yeah, I need to relocate a few things. That can go. All this needs to go somewhere. These little bits here can go somewhere temporarily. Oh, that can go in the Wizard's Tower, which I did finish actually. Let's just show you that very, very quickly. Before I do loads of fun work. Because I've got to move those chests out the way as well to put the sorting system in. It's just going to be a nightmare. An absolute nightmare. But we got our last tower here. And we've got the little wizardy bit on the side. Doesn't look great. But, you know, I'm done with building for now. It's I still need to put some stairs in actually because it's a little bit of a drop off. But we could put the potions up here, maybe. I don't know. But we might put it inside, like a little auto brewing area, because I mean, there's space for it in the kitchen, right? Where's the kitchen? Meow. This floor. We've got 2 kitchens actually. We've got a small kitchen and the main kitchen. Let's eat some potatoes. We want to try and put a super smelter in here if possible. Just loads of furnaces and stuff like that. That was just one idea. Another idea in the small kitchen is to put a chicken cooker in. There's space behind this wall that goes into this building here. We can block that off, and it's only a little bit under the stairs, so we can put redstone in there. We want to for a chicken cooker. Might solve our food problem, so we don't have to have any of that downstairs anymore. But yeah, just a little bit of sorting out, a bit of tidying up, and I've got a lot to get on with. So I thought the first thing I need to do is get some iron, because we're going to need a lot of hoppers, and I don't really have much iron. So I came to Mega Grand's place, because she's got an iron farm, and she's actually got too much iron. So I AFK'd for a little bit, and yeah, it's a standard setup, I think. The villagers wake up, get upset that there's a zombie there, so it doesn't despawn because he's holding something, and they check around the area, see how many iron golems are around. If there aren't any, then some more spawn in. And there won't be any, because as soon as they do spawn in, they fall down the water into a tube, burn, we collect the stuff. Easy as that, really. So I accumulated a lot of iron here in a couple of hours, which is good, because yeah, hoppers are expensive. Hoppers are very expensive. My next port of call was going to the public gold farm. Now this is above spawn, in the nether obviously, way above the top. And it works by throwing a snowball at the 2 guys, either the 2 guys in the side there. They stay aggroed, so every time a pigman spawns in, they're aggro as well, because of that whole pack mentality. And they all just come charging in, and they go up these little stairways, fall into, I think it's a minecart, but it's basically mob cramming. So if there's too many mobs in there, they'll just suffocate themselves, and that's how we get gold. I mean, it's quite slow, because all we're getting out of it is nuggets, which you then have to make into blocks. Sorry, not ingots and then blocks. But I don't really need the gold. I got them for, what was it got them for? It was for golden carrots, which I was eating. Yeah, I think that was the main reason. Actually, I can't actually think of any reason I actually need gold for. A rather important farm we needed to visit was the sugar farm. In the end, the end has the benefit of being full of void everywhere, so spawn rates are really, really high. Essentially, what you do is you go into this little balloon, and turn it on, and you've got 2 sides. One floods with water. So the only thing that can really spawn is Enderman, and as you can see there, they're not really moving. But as soon as the little timer goes off, it swaps sides, and there are just about see them. So Endermite's sort of trapped off in the void there. So when the water switches over, they'll run off trying to go get it, and it leaves an empty space for then anything else to spawn, which say it would be, with our plugin, it's shulkers and Enderman, and so the shulkers will then appear in the vacant space. But when it switches over and it gets flooded, as you can see there at the front, they start drowning, and then as soon as they drown, essentially the chance of the shells come along, go up the chute, up into the balloon, and we get free shulker shells, like no hassle, which is really good because they need a lot for moving stuff around. In a shopping district, we've got a spider farm. Now, I'm an idiot for 2 reasons. Firstly, I didn't turn the light off, so spawn rates were really, really slow. As you can see, I'm right next to the spawner, and nothing's really coming out. That's because the light's on, which is why it's bright in there, as you can see. Second moment of my stupidity was I went there to get string for bows, for dispensers. But I don't need dispensers for this sort of system. I need droppers, so I don't need string at all. Fortunately, I was only here for a little bit before I realised both my errors and decided to go off to the next farm, which is right here in Guardian City, just off the coast of Shopping District. I wanted a few things. Fish is always good for food, which the Guardians drop. They also drop the, I can't remember what they're called now, prismarine shards and prismarine crystals, which we can make sea lanterns out of, and it's much, much quicker than going to find your own guardian temple and manually taking them away from it. It might be good as well to change up some of the roofs with both the dark prismarine and normal prismarine stairs. I think it would look quite nice with the warped wood. But yes, it's quite an efficient farm. It's good for XP if you want to get some stuff. But we just came here for the drops essentially, which we hope to use at a future date. That lovely non-irritating sound means that we made a chicken cooker, and I'm quite happy with that actually. As you can see here, got all the feeder chickens, and the eggs go through toppers into this burning chamber here. The oven looks nice. Not getting too much, so I'm probably have to breed them up a little bit. But I haven't actually been in the area that long, so that might be why there's not much food there. Loads of feathers actually, but not much food. I'll have to look into that. But outside we put the ice down everywhere, and I'm putting the bar right in one place. I'm in two minds about it actually. As you might be able to see there, I kind of put the rest of the wall so you can see through it, but it's only when you're like really close. And also it just snowed, and no snow settles on the ice, which I think I knew. So yeah, I don't know. I think I might rip up the ice actually, and we'll see that in a second. I think 2 layers of snow is enough to stop a mob from spawning, so I've been told. So I might have to test that out, because the only reason I wanted the ice here is to stop the mob spawning. I think 2 layers of snow might look better. Like we could just put it everywhere. That has, it's a possible spawning spot. And then we'll be good. As you can see here, we squeezed in a module for the sorting system. So let's check it out. Look, there's loads of bad guys everywhere. Leave me alone, please. Oh, double hit. Nice one, lads. Hello, mate. You right? Yeah, so we dug out a little bit and got rid of all those chests on that side, and they're all in boxes, and yeah. It's like moving day all over again. Packing everywhere. But we managed to squeeze it in here. We had to lower it. I built it once. I had to lower it because there's a line of redstone on the very top, which I couldn't fit in. But now all good. But, I put this stone brick down a layer beneath the ice so it looked good, and I don't really need it now. But that's all good. So we've got our first module here. Again, look at the link in the description for Tangatech's how-to on how to make it. And as you can see, the chests are all empty at the moment, except for this one here. So I also put together a sugar box unloader, much like season 1. So what we do here, so this is our sugar box. That's for loose. If I want to put some loose stuff in there like that, that'll go into the system eventually. There it is, and it'll go into the top there. I think it was one of them ones. A little bit of clicking, but I think because it's because it's not quite complete yet. That's why there's a bit of noise in the background. It's meant to be silent, but at least we know it's working, right? So yes, it's much like the shock box unloader from season 1, with the addition of the observer looking into the barrel. Beforehand, I had a button, so once you load stuff in here, you push a button to start it off. But as you heard, there's a little click because the observer notices if I've opened the chest. And also notice when I've unloaded it. So I'll come along here, put sugar boxes inside there, undo it, it'll click and set off that dispenser. That will place that one down there. It'll unload the first lot of stuff into the sorting system, as you hear here. And then once that one's done, have I messed it up? I think I messed it up by, I messed it up because I was looking into it. We'll do another one. That's in the system now. So that's why we need to put glass in front of this to make it look pretty. So like I don't check the sugar box beforehand. That way I just do that to reset it. Is it in here? Did it go into the front one? I know, it's still unloading the stone bit by bit. And of course, whilst we're looking at this, I know that was the ice thing that went. We are dangerously close to the ice machine. Is that done? It is done. Why you no work no more? I think I messed something up somewhere. I'm going to have to double check that. But right behind here, literally through this wall, is our ice machine. And I had to put a block there, otherwise the stone, that would all connect up. And we don't want that. So why you no work? Why you no work, please? Let's try it again, shall we? With some little bits. You in there. Put 16 in, and we'll put you in there, and put 16 in there. Bet you have broken it somehow. That one's working. Come on, come on, come on. It didn't break. It didn't break. You know why? I know why. The piston that breaks it isn't there. Oh, you're an idiot. You're an actual idiot. So it's a piston here, right? So when that gets emptied, it locks the hopper underneath it. And it also kicks that one in front. So that one's locked. So that one can then pick up the box. We've got it working in the end. But yeah, so I've got a whole 10 double chests worth, 12 double chests worth to fill up with stuff I've got on this side. And yeah, I just need to do that another 8 times. Do I need that much storage? I gather it's best to have more than I need. Right? Let's hope so. It's sometime now between Christmas and New Year, and I've defined it's going to be a hat. Look at that. Nice little Christmas hat. Yeah, like I say, it's between Christmas and New Year, so I'm not entirely sure what's going on. We're halfway with this done. Got a little decoration with the Blackstone and the Warped. And like I say, we got half of it done. I just need to do 3 more modules. I've started doing one here. I think this is where I left off before Christmas, actually. So yeah, that's just a little bit of a progress update. And outside, I've got a couple of things. Got a lovely gift here from Rascal. Thank you very much. Nice helmet, a little thank you book, and some little bits inside, which all very nice stuff. Look at that. I'll need some of this, actually. Fantastic. Thank you, Rascal, for that. Just store this back in here for the time being. We started putting down some double-laid snow everywhere, just so things don't spawn. We are alone on the server. Surprising, actually, but there we are. Yeah, so it's all double-laid around here, so nothing should spawn. Got rid of the ice. I think this looks a little bit better. Unfortunately, with like the double-layer snow, if we put it on... so this is one layer here. If we put 2 on, we can't actually run up the stairs. So I need to figure something out with that, because we could replace it with maybe stairs, but then it'd look a bit weird, wouldn't it? You'd have like a small step and then a third like that. Sorry, 3/4 of the space between here and here would be like one level, and then one, and then again and again. But I'm sure we'll work it out. If not, then I'll just have to put torches or something around, make it look good. But yeah, that's what I've done before Christmas, and I'm about to crack on and finish off the inside of the sorting system. And I'll try and get this done as well. I've been talking about that for a few episodes now, but, you know, time is precious and all that. But the main thing I want to get sorted is the sorting system. Then I don't have to... I mean, look at all these. This is all stuff to be sorted. My word. Oh, yes. Presents. We got a Christmas dinner from Amber. Just lovely bits of food. Again, I need to sort that. Cocoa beans. Was that there before? British preserves. I think we showed all this. But if not, that was reindeer poo. That was stuff for spring. Chorus flour. Which we need to start that farm with, actually, because that's good. Not good fuel. Good purple blocks. We like that. We haven't got any end stuff. I want to put some end stuff in here, but we haven't actually farmed any of it. But yeah, lots of stuff to put away. Just a quick progress update. We are halfway there. And it is finished. Well, finished in a sense. I mean, we don't actually own every block in the game, so there's a lot of gaps. But what I've done is use a trick with light grey stained glass pane. Light grey stained glass pane to fill in the gaps. So, like for instance, here there's just one of each one, just so it looks empty. Just so it keeps it empty. So we can like put in what's the next one there? Orange stained terracotta. not stained, just terracotta. You know, and then also on this side here, for instance, like the dyes. There's only 16 different types, and of course it doesn't really organise into a chest very well. So that last sliver down the side is the light grey stained glass pane, just to keep it tidier. I think we got most of what we need to now. I say there's a gap for concrete and something else. Well, three extra chests here. I can't speak today, which I'm not too sure what to do with. That one was going to be for beetroot, I believe. This is for light sources, but I can't remember what else was light source wise. Again, more sea stuff in there. And this is kind of where it gets to a bit of an overflow. So some nice, valuable-ish kind of stuff there. Don't know why it's a bed, but that's quite valuable sleep to me. Books and putting in there, and then just a few Tones of Undying. Potions, and then misc stuff. So, you know, if I start to filter things through, misc sort of ends up at the end, is the idea. And that should do us, I think. I mean, I can't really think of anything else I really need. But like I said, I've got a couple of spare chests here and there if I do need to use them. Cool. So I'm going to do a resource hunt in a bit, because I haven't done that for a fair while. What else did I change? Oh yeah, changed out this floor. It's still single layer, so things spawn there all the time, which we'll get round to eventually. When do I take my tree down? Do I have to? I think I should. It's not that great anyway. Yes, one last thing I need to do, because I moved the horses inside there. This is my thought process, right? I needed to move the horses away from here so I can do this double-layered floor. I couldn't move the horses in here until I had glass in place. Otherwise, you know, they're idiots. Look at them. They jump out the window if I gave them a chance. Are they all on? But you're sensible. You're the sensible one. Everyone else is an idiot. So they jump out the windows, give them the chance. But I needed to make some glass. I didn't really feel like standing around for a while whilst glass melted. I couldn't bother to go trade it with villagers either, because I don't know how. So I made a supery smeltery thing. Let's do this. We'll come back to this part in a minute. It is part of it. So it's a way of filling up a couple of floors, right? So we've got chests here. Ignore the coal. That's just there because I haven't got any of my fuel. They all go into a hopper. The outputs all go into there, so it's easy to collect for once. What is that noise? Is it me? Who knows? Up the top here, I've actually got a series of hoppers that go into 3 double chests. These two, and these two. And this is where the fuel will store. If we look behind it, you'll see exactly what it is, but I'll show you upstairs to show you anyway. So it's bamboo. Now, bamboo is good for smelting because it's completely renewable. That's what I tried to combine the widest, didn't I? But that's not happening. Yeah, so it's one we can grow, and it will be completely renewable. Aha, I mastered the words of English. So they all fall down here, go into the hoppers, which will then go into the chest as a bit of a backup, and then those will go into the furnaces. So if we only want to smelt sort of one thing, it's not going to waste a whole piece of coal. The coal's just there at the moment because we don't have much bamboo. But up in this floor, we do have a little bamboo farm, and it is little because, you know, I don't want to fill up a whole floor of it. So simple, really. Once this one grows up to that space there, the observer will trigger all the pistons. They'll all pop off and grow again, and they'll all pop off and all go into water and all fall down here. And I say all because it's completely lossless. It's not true at all. Not true at all. Let's see what falls down. We're going to see any fall down. And I bet it moved in that slight movement. All that movement there when I moved to the side. Actually, could have been the ice farm that triggered. Who knows? So this is all encased inside here. It is the entry floor, but it means there's one less room to deal with, right? All we need to do is really cover up these pistons and this hole where the redstone is. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. I've got a super smelter. I've got a chicken cooker, so the kitchen's kind of half done. We started building this floor. We're getting more downstairs sorted out. I'm hoping I can do a few more bits. Maybe in here, maybe outside. Actually, we'll we need to go to a resource gathering. I want to go find a bamboo farm, forest, so I can just fill that up quicker. I mean, it's going to regen over time, but there's a lot to fill up to begin with. I just want it sort of sorted now. I mean, I don't smelt that often, but it's just nice to have, isn't it? And then we need to... I put all the doors so they're flush with the outside wall. It doesn't look great from the outside because you want that sort of depth. But in my mind, it's sort of... Got a double-layered snow. It makes sense because it's like up to the door, right? And you don't have that when the door's on the inside. But I need to go to Resource World. Maybe get these... give some hay to these idiots because they must be bored. Must be very bored. And yeah, I'll be back after I've done a bit of a resource run. I look forward to just sort of dumping stuff in here and going. I mean, I've got loads of shulker boxes and rockets in there. So yeah, pretty proud of what I've done so far. Does leave a lot of space in here, but I'm sure we'll fill up with stuff over time. So I just checked the length of the video, and we're pretty much at the end. So one thing I thought I'd finish off with is something that I've been promising for a while, and that is the automatic turning off and on again of the portal here. It does work, and I'm a bit embarrassed about how long it actually took me to do. I just need to load it up now with loads of flint and steels, just so we have to do it again. And I've done it the same as I did with the what's it called? The door. That's the word. And had it all sort of a button on a similar sort of side. So now we can, you know, choose how we get in and out of our base and how everyone else enters, I guess. So the circuitry is under here, and I say it took me a while to do. But essentially, button comes up, turns off torch. Flips this. This then sends 2 pulses. I need that block there, actually. 2 pulses over here, one slightly longer than the other. And so it double pulses the water one, which is this one here. And it also flips this, spits out this block here with this piston. So half the time, the block's in the way, and so it can then trigger the other side, which does the flint and steel. And that was my torch. And the other time, it does not, so it just does the water only. So it's always going to trigger the water, and it always double triggers it. And then half the time, it will do the flint and steel afterwards as well. Turn the thingy, turn the portal back on. So I had to raise it up a little bit here, just to hide the redstone. But I'm fine with that. I'm sure it'll be fine. But anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. I hope you've enjoyed. Happy New Year to you all, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.